evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time zone it is that you are in. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite production companies in the United States, and a very specific creation that they've put out into the atmosphere. Let the demonetization process begin!
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a magic kingdom that prospered through its commitment to two simple ideals, duty and devotion.
Starkid Productions is the 10-year-old community theater company based out of Chicago, Illinois, best known for their production, A Harry Potter Musical.
Harry Potter! Detention! For talking out of turn.
Probably seen it on the internet, or at least memes of it on the internet.
Professor, can like a person be a portkey?
No, that's absurd. Because then if a person were to touch themselves...
With most, if not all, of their original productions available online to worldwide audiences, just to enjoy. They use their own scripts, songs, and musical inspired by pop culture and have produced such spectacular works, if I do say so myself, as Me and My Dick, which is basically what you'd venture to guess the Big Mouth is loosely inspired by, only so much better.
I am desperately in love with you. If you had half a brain, you would sweep me off my feet and carry me to some Caribbean island and make wild, passionate love to me till I die a naked and sexy death.
Starship, which is what would happen if The Little Mermaid were to be mashed together with Ridley Scott's Aliens.
Contains copious amounts of oxygen, but I think I should be okay. I will now remove my helmet.
And Holy Musical Batman, which is one giant reference to Adam West's 1960s version of Batman and tells the story of how Batman got his sidekick.
Some of us superheroes like having secret identities. Clark Kent!
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
Oh, that's funny. Because it's you.
Prove it.
Okay, I will.
Oh.
Today, we will be talking about their 2013 production entitled Twisted, The Untold Story of a Royal Vizier. If you enjoy the level of absurdist, self-aware humor displayed in most Monty Python productions, I'd venture to guess you'd enjoy this musical and all other Starkid productions.
Oh, just the 5-minute one.
Fine. Thank you. Anyway, I did.
You most certainly did not.
Now, let's get one thing quite clear. I most definitely told you.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, this isn't an argument.
Twisted essentially takes a Wicked-like revisionist approach to the 1992 Disney movie Aladdin and shows Disney exactly the right way to reboot their content in such a way that actually works, while doing it on a considerably smaller budget. While Aladdin tells the story of two lovers from completely different worlds navigating their relationship through trumped-up political shenanigans to a happy conclusion, Twisted turns this completely watered-down Disney trope on its head, complete with a heavy dose of self-awareness, pop culture references, and anti-PC approaches to commentary on the entertainment industry.
The 2Ds. For many years, the kingdom stood as a shining beacon for artisans, craftsmen, and storytellers who all flocked to the land with a dream to uphold the sacred 2Ds.
Twisted tells the story of Jafar.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
The misunderstood, ugly, and knowledge-valuing would-be do-gooder, and of his endeavors to drain the swamp that is the corrupted political system of the Magic Kingdom.
I don't we have enough to eat? Why are we dying in the street?
Why does my baby always cry? Why did my mommy have to die?
Mine too! Mine too!
Mine too!
Mine too! Mine too!
Whose efforts do actually, in fact, prove fruitful in the end with a merger treaty between the Magic Kingdom and the distant kingdom of Pixar, whose head of state is the Prince Ahmed, who becomes affectionately referred to as the Tiger Fucker due to events we got to see in the original movie that were hilariously misunderstood by everyone in the cast.
Good luck marrying her off. Take a look at this. Tell me, what do you see?
Your hard boxer shorts, my liege.
What else?
Your ass cheeks, my lord.
This incident is initiated after his meeting the Princess Jasmine as a potential suitor for her. Now, Princess Jasmine is the caricature personification of what we've come to know as the internet rich bitch complete with a victim complex.
Being a princess is so stifling!
She is the epitome of 16-year-old entitled, spoiled rotten, high maintenance, yet somehow highly unaware of her own good life millennial. You know exactly the type I'm talking about.
Shroud of silk, my lady.
I can't wear this! Did you know they make these things in sweatshops? Where have you been?
Spinning silk in your private sweatshop, mistress.
You actually work in one of those?
Yes.
That's supporting a corrupt system. You're a part of the problem.
Whose Tinder profile, if it actually existed, would read middle-class teenager with high levels of angst seeking 30-year-old male figure with no prospects and loose morals. Which, funnily enough, exactly fits the description of one street rat named Aladdin, the 33-year-old degenerate self- and sex-obsessed man-baby, who looks like a younger version of Willem Dafoe, circa 2002 Spider-Man 1, Act 2, with the better teeth and perhaps maybe a less scary voice. Then we have our honorable mentions. The captain of the guard, a severe personality, deep-voiced and overly dramatic captain of the guard who thinks he's working under an absolute moron.
Abdul, you're alive? I thought you choked on shit.
Did we get the loaf of bread back? Oh no, I'm sorry, the thief got away with...
Yes. Yes, Abdul, we got the bread back.
Praise Allah.
This is all your fault, Jafar.
My fault? How is this my fault and not that thief's?
There wouldn't be any thieves if you fixed the socio-economic inequality like you promised.
The Sultan, a favorite of mine who's an astounding level of hype throughout the scenes in the first act and subsequent procurement of his character, was subversive to say the least. The Thief, another carryover from the original movie. He's, well, you've met Watto from the prequels, because that's basically Watto from the prequels. The Genie, the single greatest excuse for rapid-fire pop culture references the world has, frankly, ever seen.
I feel lucky. Well, do you, punk? Yes, I do feel lucky. I've got a magic gene. But I think he might be a fucking moron.
Hey, don't look at me like I'm frickin' Frankenstein. Give your father a hug. Oh, Scott. Come on, Scott.
And finally, Scheherazade, an actual original character, not in the original movie as far as I'm aware, who fulfills the role of Jafar's love interest and his motivations for action during the plot, as well as gives us the most adorable meet-cute we've ever seen. It's not often that you hear of two people getting together through the act of cropping, as outlined in the ancient Assyrian law and Babylonian Code of Hammurabi, dictated the removal of a person's ear as punishment for crimes. Overall, I think this is one of the most clever and well-thought-out pieces of content on the internet. I rather enjoy the astute combination of original shit show and inspired commentary about the phenomenon of the story is never quite the same between individuals who tell it. I will say this, if you're not a fan of stupid jokes and or overacting in certain areas, you're not going to love it as much. But if you hate Disney, this is just the right sort of revenge. If you love Disney, this is also just the right sort of adultified, wholesome content that you need. From the references...
Pardon me, ma'am!
Oh, that's all right. Just try to keep your fat face out of that motherfucking book.
The subtle commentary about the entertainment industry layered beneath a well-executed parody plot.
But you can no longer afford such arrogance. Consider your kingdom's greatest exports over the last 10 years. Toys, exotic fish, trash-compacting robots, and other such incredibles. All produced not by your kingdom, But my man...
Yes, you produce the goods and we distribute them.
You take the credit for them.
No, we share the credit.
Well, perhaps we don't want to share the credit any longer.
To the jokes and funny lines.
So you think you're better than me just because you can read? Well, get out of my bookstore. We don't like your kind in here anyway.
What about the book?
Keep it, and may the rats ejaculate upon you.
Thank you.
The fourth wall breaks.
Off with his head. No, I don't want to get my head chopped off. So I'm going to combine this bottle of potassium chlorate and this bottle of sodium bicarbonate. It will create a large cloud of smoke, which I'll use as a cover to make my escape. It will look as if something magical has happened, but it's simply a chemical reaction, not sorcery. Chemistry. And poof!
And awareness.
Dream a little harder when things are looking dire. If you dream a little harder, success is guaranteed. If you are sure of your intention, some magic intervention
will give you the edge that you need.
This takes elements from the original Aladdin movie and implements them in the musical as, say, political realism following the story of a humiliated Prince Ahmed and the reimagining of Jafar's character to make him seem more sympathetic through flashbacks that make it real quick. With such fantastic musical numbers as the premature tragic backstory of David Sherratt in about a decade's time, orphaned at 33.
You ought to know I have no mom or dad. They died earlier this year. Now I'm an orphan.
The life lesson we all need. A song is a dick in sheep's clothing. Interestingly enough, you will not find this on the listed soundtrack of the musical, mainly because it's about 15 seconds long.
Be wary of young boys who whip out their songs. A song is often a prelude to a dick. A song is a dick in sheep's clothing. And if you are ever in doubt, just remember this song. A song is a dick in sheep's clothing. A song means a dick is on the way.
The subliminal message song, Take Off Your Clothes.
The stars above reflect our love. They want me to take off my clothes.
And so many more pivotal sound bites. Hey, you in the audience. Do you have any fanfictions, movies, books, and or other mediums of entertainment that you would like for me to suffer through? Or perhaps critique and endorse? Let me know using the comments section and or using one of the many links that you can find in the description down below.